On the way here, fucking, there's a goddamn Nanking restaurant. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's not a very good one.
I want to know. Wait. Who has what? That better be Japanese food, right? Oh wait, no. That better be Chinese food.
Well, lately,
because Japan was the one that
God damn it.
raped them.
I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. Hey, I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by someone like Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet. Man, I really wish I had a new wallet, Stefano. Mine's falling apart over here. It's like held together by dreams and duct tape. And it's pretty empty as it is. Man, if I had a company like Ridge sponsoring this show, guys, you wouldn't have to hear these horrible fake ads. So if you want to make that happen, reach out to your favorite company like Ridge and tell them to sponsor the show, Unloading Meat. Anyway, back to the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next episode of Unloading Meat. We have the one, the only, Dakota Sixkiller. What's up, man? We've been talking for a bit. Hopefully, we fucking records now.
When's the last time you took a drink of water? Because I haven't took one in a minute.
Yeah, I'll take a drink of water.
Let's do this.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Damn. I knew I was high because I forgot how much strength it took to open this, and I wasn't trying. I'm never trying to overdo it. You're trying to do just the right amount.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's like a casino where there's no clocks in here. You can't tell how long you've been in here.
Can't tell nothing. I'm just gonna change my position throughout this entire thing. It's okay. I was gonna do it.
You started removing layers. We had to put it on OnlyFans.
One layer.
That'll be the thumbnail right there.
How's it going, everybody?
You're like that dude in the beginning of Dodgeball.
Welcome.
When they're at the car wash, he's like, "Get in there, good lad, boy.
Get in there, nice and deep, like."
He's playing with his belly button.
Yeah.
I said that about Peter Bedgood last week. So like, Peter Bedgood did a set at the Open Container last week. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but as he's doing it, he's just playing with his belly button this entire time. And I was like, I went up there
doing this. Yeah, he does it.
And like, I went up there, and I was just like, dude, I loved your set. I was just like, I've never seen somebody riff for 5 minutes playing with their fucking belly button if it wasn't on OnlyFans. I was like,
wait, you watch belly button OnlyFans?
It's available.
It's available.
It's available. I don't watch it.
I spent money on OnlyFans, but I spent it on like the porn stars I jerked off to throughout the years because I did it for free for so long. I was like, here's $5 this month for what you've done to me in my life,
like
for the sacrifice you've given.
Pornhub still does fine for me.
It
like,
does. Yeah,
I've never really done the OnlyFans. The only thing I've ever done on OnlyFans, and it sounds weird, like they did the roast of Burt Kreischer like on April Fool's Day, and it's on OnlyFans. Whitney Cummings did it. Oh, and it's like a pay-per-view kind of thing you can buy on OnlyFans.
Oh,
so like it's like $20.
I'll probably see clips of it.
It's like $10 now or something like that you can get. Yeah. But yeah, I bought that, and it was funny. It was hilarious. It was a full-on roast of Burt Kreischer.
Yeah,
and
he's it on YouTube.
Yeah,
I mean, I get the paywall, but just throw it on YouTube. Who cares? The goal is for people to see it and talk about it.
Yeah,
it's not a roast. I don't know.
It was like her trying to promote the new side of OnlyFans where we're not just all about tits and pussy.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ever do a roast. Of you being the target.
Yeah.
Like I'd be a part of one. I'm okay with taking the shit. Like you don't want to be the center of it all.
Yeah. Like
I'm not trying to run for president. And I'm not Charlie Sheen.
Ooh, yeah.
So
the tiger's blood. That's my favorite order of fucking shaved ice place, man. Tiger's blood.
Tiger's blood.
Yeah.
That as great as that quote and that moment was, still sounds like a disease.
It does.
I got that tiger's blood. I'm like, ugh, get away from me.
Yeah. I mean, he got to fuck Denise Richards, though. She was pretty hot.
I mean, he got his fill. I mean, you get that much money, you get that much recognition off of such a popular show.
Yeah.
You're going to, especially obviously he's doing drugs out the fucking, like, every goddamn second.
Yeah.
You don't get HIV or the way that him, and you'll probably put Easy up there.
Yeah.
And Magic. Magic got his. It was this whole thing. I was having eights. I was like, eight women at one time.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole interview. He says,
Yeah.
sometimes 8 women at one time. Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Like, damn.
That's like I was talking last night.
And I get it. Like I get it. But damn.
I was trying to do wordplay last
Imagine
night.
being Magic Johnson.
I don't want to be Magic Johnson. Well, I mean, if I have the money to
In his
support
prime, while he was doing all this stuff, like
Pre-AIDS?
you could like see why they ride that high wave. Like, of course they did it.
I mean, I'd love
I've
to
had
be
a few threesomes.
That's why those basketball shorts were so long
get
to
it.
hide that fucking dick, man. They got a fucking.
If I was
like,
offered
log.
by 8 women right now,
Just fucking have to take your numbers like at a fucking deli.
yeah. Well, and, you know, it's not the 8 you really want. You don't ever get to choose.
Yeah.
You never get to choose these situations. You just got to accept them when they happen,
Yeah.
and or deny them or walk away. You
It's-
walk away from a lot.
It's like in Game of Thrones whenever the guy's like betrothed to one of the fucking princesses and he has to pick the least ugly one. It's like, I guess.
Oh, jeez, I haven't watched that much Game of Thrones. Honestly.
Oh, really?
I mean, I've seen clips. I like Tyrion and
Yeah. The last season sucks. Game of Thrones. The new
Tywin.
series. The new series is fucking dope. House of Dragon.
Yeah,
It's really good.
there might be a pattern. So be prepared for that as
Yeah.
a fan. I hope you understand. Somehow I don't even say they if they would have just kept fucking Guillermo del Toro on The Hobbit, we would have got a great 6-movie series.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
They
he had to stop like more than halfway through because he went and did something else he wanted to do,
He did something. I mean,
and Peter Jackson had to take over and changed everything. It changed the whole game.
and then they had to rush it and it's all green screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Hobbit sucks. I don't like the Hobbit movies. I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I didn't.
I like them better now. I think I put too much weight on them when I first watched them. For obvious reasons,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is the greatest trilogy of all time. Fuck what that person said earlier about the American Pie.
Yeah.
That my disappointment in that came from the greatest trilogy on high.
I don't know, man. Like,
You going Star Wars me?
I'm a big Star Wars. I mean, I have the tattoos on my fucking wrist. I'm a big Star Wars trilogy, original trilogy. I won't talk about the.
I've seen
newest.
those. I watched them on VHS.
I think Empire is still like the best Star Wars movie ever, and like I think it's peak everything.
Good Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
You know what they say about Return of the King? It's one of the greatest movies ever made.
It is.
They don't say it's good for Lord of the Rings. They don't say it's good for fantasy. No, they say it's one of the greatest.
I would say people say Empire is one of the greatest movies ever made. There's a good plot twist at the end, and the cinematography and how much shit they had to design just to fucking create that movie.
What plot twist? In the history, in the context of the history of cinema, I get its place.
Yeah,
And I respect it. I love the original trilogy as well.
I'm just saying
It's
the plot twist.
fantastic.
Nobody thought Vader was his father.
Yes. At the time, it's twist and it's first time visit. Yes, but it's not
My problem with
one
the
of the greatest movies ever.
Well, my problem with the Hobbits, I don't have no problem with somebody saying Lord of the Rings are the greatest trilogy because like I can say different.
It's not the
opinion kind of
Hobbit. Like, the Hobbit, no.
Well, my problem with the Hobbit movies was like the original Hobbit book is not that long. Like it's a small story, and like
Should have been 2 movies at most.
yeah, it shouldn't have been 3 movies. Like they were
Yeah.
stretching a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
they were.
And
I will admit that.
that was my problem because it's like it should have been 1 long movie or 2 movies.
Yeah, because
And that
you can
would've been
make a
perfect.
case for Lord of the Rings. Even the extended edition is not showing enough.
Yeah,
There's not a room for enough characters.
yeah.
So
And then there's times where like
you,
you know
get Baba Dilly.
there's damn your fucking references.
I'm a Lord of the Rings fan. Do you think this is a game, Jared?
All I
You think this is a game?
all I-
I'm out here repping
All
the
I can do is,
fucking
like,
Middle Earth
Monarchs.
every day. Every day. I'm out here for the Shire. What you want? You tell him if Rohan is coming, you're fucked. You're fucked, Jared. What you gonna do?
It'll be really long time.
Send your
before they get here.
ants.
The trees take a long time to walk
Ants.
here. Okay.
They move in unison. They move like an earthquake. They could take their time.
At least
What are you
it-
gonna stop? You gonna stop?
At least
If a bunch of trees right now came this way, you'd be scared as fuck.
I would. I would as I smoked a joint, and they'd be like, "My brother."
You see exactly what they smoking. Who's the only person getting high is Yoda, and Yoda's dead.
Yeah,
Yoda's gone. He's in the other side of the Force.
I know. I'm waiting for like the Mandalorian season 16, whenever Grogu gets like teenage years and he's smoking a J.
Goes back to his home planet. It's like, yeah, we smoke weed. Like what?
Just fucking Star Wars hookah.
Just like that's got to be Groot in the MCU.
Yeah. Did you watch the new Guardians?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think? Did you like it? I thought it was a pretty fitting end.
I liked it. Yeah. I mean, obviously not what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't think it's what the fans wanted either in the long run.
No.
The fans would have wanted what his vision would have been, but
Yeah.
Disney being Disney. And now he gets to run,
DC,
and that's good.
Yeah. I'm excited for Superman.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the biggest Superman guy.
Oh, I like Superman. I don't like when he's like.
I just found him overpowered.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the problem is how they do it that way so fast.
Yeah. My problem with Superman is if he's so overpowered that they have to spend the entire movie writing ways to write him out of the script. Otherwise, it can't happen.
Yeah.
That's how like the Justice League movie happened. Like they had to have him dead for like 3/4 of it because otherwise they can't have no plot.
And at some point that became what's wrong with the Justice League animated series.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's also
it takes a good writer.
Because early iterations were like he's obviously stronger, faster.
Yeah.
And shit than everybody, but he's lax in other areas.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like that's why the animated series ended on a good note because it didn't let it get to that point where he was just obviously like when he finally learns all the powers.
Yeah.
I'm a big mind controlled enough he can fight it off.
Yeah.
He's weak to magic and shit. Like they show these things.
Yeah. I've been watching lately. Like they still hold up. While Marvel has their MCU, DC animated movies when they did that one continuous like universe, those movies are dope.
Yeah,
they're really good and well done.
Yeah, DC's always done better animation.
Yeah, they had the Constantine ones like in the Justice League Dark and stuff like that, and they're really good movies.
You can make a case if it wasn't for Sony, then MCU wouldn't have great animated movies.
True,
not in terms of like there's Disney as a whole still has Pixar, but
yeah.
Into the Miles Morales story.
Yeah,
that's all it is, and that's Sony because Sony owns the right to Spider-Man.
Yep.
So
that's
half Sony. Like and that's what makes the other Spider-Man movies great too, is that it's Sony's intake. They're not good unless both of them have a play.
Yeah.
And say because when one of them has it, it tends to like. I like the Amazing Spider-Man. I like the first one. I even like the second one, but I can see why it was too much.
Yeah. It
needed to be either one villain or the other.
Yeah.
You don't put multiple villains without putting multiple heroes.
Well, I think so. Like, I don't know if you know much about the behind the scenes stuff, but there's a producer named I think like Avi Avred or Arred or something like that. It's Aviarad. He's a longtime producer on everything Spider-Man. Ever since back like the animated show in the 90s. Like he's just been the Spider-Man producer kind of guy.
Yeah.
And he was like the one, but after Tobey Maguire and Sam Raimi left after Spider-Man 4 didn't happen, he pushed for that reboot.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
because the executives
they pushed Venom on him. He didn't want to do Venom.
Yeah, he could have.
Sam Raimi hates Venom.
Yes, it would have been great. Like you could tell, like you remove Venom from that movie.
Yeah,
the setup and the possible reshoots and restructuring of the story. That's a great trilogy.
Yeah,
that goes down as possibly the great superhero trilogy.
Exactly. Yeah, and the first two, like Spider-Man 2, is amazing. I love Doc Ock in that movie.
One of the greatest
movies.
Movies for sure. It gives film to the cinematic universe.
Yeah, and the game tie-in.
Yeah,
the old Spider-Man 2 game where you get to fly around. That was the word.
The same with Blade 2. Blade 2 is fucking awesome.
Yep, I have the Blade sword on my wall up there. I love Blade.
Blade is awesome. Blade means saved it all, but
except for Blade Trinity.
It was great.
Blade Trinity was
again too much. Too much. That's always the problem with the so it makes the Infinity saga so great.
Yeah.
The build up of 10 to 12 movies into this one two-part story.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I love the MCU. But yeah, that Avery Aver guy was the guy, or Arad guy was the guy that was like pushing for their own cinematic universe for the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And amazing, that's why at the end of the teaser they had like, all the fucking villains and stuff like that teased, and they had the Rhino, and like he was trying to build up a Sinister Six movie and like a whole Spider universe to go against MCU. And then eventually they're like this is not going to work, and then they did the partnership with MCU. Like that, a producer kind of had tried to push a lot of shit. It was kind of weird. It didn't work. I didn't like. I didn't like. I like Andrew Garfield, and I really liked him from No Way Home, or what was it called? The Far From. What's the last?
No,
one?
no, it's No Way Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, I like
Homecoming, Far From Home.
No Way Home. Yeah, I loved him in that. I loved how they redeemed it with the Gwen Stacy thing. Like he saved the Mary Jane.
Yeah.
But like I don't know those movies. I like bits and pieces of Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, but for me, I just didn't think he was a great Peter Parker. He was too cute for Peter Parker for me. In my opinion.
They messed up the characterization of Peter Parker.
You look like a supermodel.
They made him into a skateboarder.
Yeah,
and like a punk. Almost
kind of
like
an asshole.
They're trying to probably give off like a punk rebel type vibe, but they couldn't.
Yeah,
Andrew Garfield's chill and cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you just watched, he just came off The Social Network where he comes off at the end. His character tells Mark, breaks his laptop. Like at the end, you're like, fucking, what's his name?
Sean,
or whatever.
Yeah,
you're like Andrew.
It's a great movie. Social Network is a great movie.
Andrew's character, like you're like yes, you're rooting for him.
Yeah,
because they get fucked, and so he comes off that and goes immediately into a role where he's, I don't know, it just wasn't a good transition.
Yeah,
of what they should have done. And to expose that,
and I think what
they were showing that the way the flow of it was perfect.
Yeah,
in my opinion, they were portraying Peter Parker and Spider-Man as a whole in its essence, justly, except for the fact that part that he's a rebel that gets bullied. That's not a rebel.
And I think my problem with those two movies in particular is what I was trying to say was like, they focus so much on trying to build a universe without figuring out a good bones of making the actual movies good movies.
Yeah.
They kind of mean they got lost in the weeds so much, so to speak, a little bit.
I mean, I don't know. I liked his. Well, since he was the first one to introduce, he does web shooters.
Yes.
Because we're used to the one with like
the organics.
With it.
I love that they talk
awesome.
about that. And yeah.
You make your own fluid.
Yeah.
I actually like the showcase of where he hides underneath lockers, creates it in his school.
Yeah.
And stuff, because that's more close to the comics. Because
he's
just doing offset, just all on school and off school grounds chemistry for the web fluid while fighting crime with his amazing abilities.
Yeah.
And this web fluid is special. That's what I like that they portrayed. It's like creates great tensile strength.
Have you played any of the new,
like that shot, the lizard shot when he's in the sewage system?
Oh yeah, when I love when he's
fight scene. That whole sequence is great.
I love also like it's silly,
show
but
another aspect of a spider. He feels the vibrations of which intense.
But like it showed a long time of him making that whole spider web. It was cool. It was a cool look, but they could have trimmed it just a little bit to make it look like, okay, you took a lot of time to do this. In my opinion. Now
you're just picking stuff.
Maybe it's because I'm high right now.
Yeah. Now you're thinking too much of the scene. You got to enjoy the scene for what it is. You can't be thinking about the time. If it was too short, you would have said it's too short. It's too short of it. They needed to expand it. Like
that's fair.
You were given what you were given. You got to just take it. We weren't in that room able to cut it up.
I did like Dennis Leary too as
That's why I love the extended editions of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yes, because you get a lot, and some of it you're like, I see why.
Yeah.
But then you're just like, I appreciate the scene that they had this and could put it in here.
Have you played any of the?
And I did like him as
Captain Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was great.
Yeah,
I'm a big Dennis Leary fan.
That was a good death. He was just good. It was a good villain. I do think that, they do the sky.
Yeah.
The sky beam, basically.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
That was every movie in that age, though.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to eventually. You're telling me people wouldn't, like, as a group, you see something weird happen in the sky near you, a beam doing something. I don't know. It freaked me out personally. Yeah. I'm like, oh, everyone. And it's not just you. It's obvious, like, everyone can see this.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, do you see that? Yeah, I see that. Everyone sees it.
Yeah.
And then like no one's freaking out.
Well, in my opinion, the Skybeam's kind of like you can date the movies from that era of how many people did Skybeams. Similar to like when the Matrix came out and everybody was doing the Matrix back, like the Matrix move.
Yeah.
Like or like the slow motion. Like
it was parodied more than.
But what I'm getting is that it became a thing where like everybody trying to do that shit.
It made slow motion better.
Yeah.
But people thought they were seeing more of it. And maybe they were, but it was making it better because before then, slow motions. I mean, they're probably executed well in certain areas, but
Skybeams became a meme too.
Sucked.
I mean, even Fortnite has Skybeams. Fucking
yeah.
And apparently they have Optimus Prime now. As of today,
Skybeams happen. Like they have to happen.
It's
either that or you need what I think the Eternals did well. I haven't watched any of it, but I've seen clips of it.
Get high.
Where the Celestial just appears.
Yeah.
It's just in the sky, and it's like, oh, this thing's fucking massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
That I like too.
So like once I build this up, my most expensive so far is the HasLab Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get fishing line and like because it's see through, and I'm gonna hang like my Silver Surfer and like all that stuff to where they're like floating around Galactus. That's what I'm gonna have to do. And then I'll have all my Spider-Men kind of like hanging down from webs.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Just kind of build off from the ceiling to make the set bigger.
Yeah. It's nice. I like it. You're gonna have to do some math with the slope.
Yeah, I know.
Angles.
The slope's been killing me. Dude, that's been a good chat so far. I'm having fun.
Oh, I'm having fun too. I'm just gonna stretch. I'm so relaxed.
Did you ever
a comfortable couch?
Yeah,
I don't know if they can see that on the screen. This is comfortable, but every time I have to reposition myself, I get into the right spot, but then I sink back here.
Yeah.
My natural state is this until I close my eyes. Hey, Jared.
You could tell how high we get as the show goes on.
Hey, Jared.
What up?
What's the last thing you made yourself and ate?
Oh.
That you were just like, I'm the fucking greatest culinary.
Can I tell you what my like guilty pleasure thing is? Like
What's
the thing
that?
I love to make all the time.
What's that?
It's simple, but it's make some bacon. I do bacon, 3 sunny side up eggs, and then I do 3 pieces of toast.
You had me at breakfast.
But the trick is I cook the toast and the eggs in the bacon grease. I do it all in the same thing in one skillet. So I cook the bacon first, pull it out, use that grease to make basically like fry bread with 3 pieces of toast, and then I make sunny side up eggs all in one same skillet, and then I fucking layer it and make 3 little sandwiches, basically opens sandwiches.
All the flavor.
Yeah, and then the sunny side up egg is on top, and so when you flip the sandwich, it cracks the egg, and then you just eat it. And that's like my guilty pleasure kind of thing.
I like an over easy egg.
And it's basically 3 pieces of bacon that you cut up and make like 6 little pieces, and it's 2 for each sandwich. And that's just like my little guilty pleasure kind of thing I'll make all the time for myself.
That's all you need.
Yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah.
Well, not all the time. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I get high
I'm
as
pretty
fuck.
sure it's not. You don't get big through making your own food most of the time.
That's true.
Most of the time you get it from eating terrible food at the worst times.
Yeah.
Late at night, basically.
I mean, that's honestly true because, like, I talked to you off camera, like last year I lost about 70.
Yeah.
And I didn't go on a diet or go, like, work out anything so much as so as just, I gave up soda. I just stopped drinking soda.
Yeah.
And I've done that throughout my life.
It loses its taste. I enjoy it every now and then. Like, I quit soda for a year when I was, like, 20.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I haven't drank pop in massive amounts.
Yeah.
Like, I recently finished a 20-ounce. And I was like, obviously, like, I can't believe, I was thinking, like, when I was younger, when I was able to drink, like, a 32-ounce, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn. I was like, I was ashamed as I finished the last, like, 8, like, the last 2 or 3 ounces because I felt bad about drinking 20.
Yeah.
I wish they had the smaller. I want it to just be in the smaller cans you can buy.
Yeah.
Like, that should be something they sell, and that's what I would buy because I don't want that much anymore.
Just a little
I
sip,
want just a little bit. Yeah. Like a shot.
Yeah.
But more because it's better than a shot because it's enough that you're like, you get like 2 or 3, you know?
Yeah.
I want 2 or 3 real tastings and enjoyments before I'm like,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I gave that up. Like, I drink tea. I'll drink a sweet tea every once in a while, or like that. And I'll drink zero energy monster or zero sugar monsters. If I really need something.
Tea's good. I mean,
but I gave that up.
Water's good and water's great, but we invent like sometimes you especially after losing a lot of weight, because especially like that's how I would reward myself when I do lose a lot is when I go somewhere You buy a bunch, and I get a pop with the meal. Pop in the water, but the pop is like, I can at least refill this, maybe one more. But since I haven't had it in so long, and I've lost this weight, this is gonna taste amazing with this food.
Yeah,
and it's like so pop can enhance a meal.
Yeah, there's some meals that, like, there's a local place. There's a called Murphy's. It's a famous place in Bartlesville.
I'm glad you quit. I'm glad you quit like cutting out the high sugar. I feel you in that.
Yeah,
but
like I'll have a soda every once in a while. There's a place over there, and like they have a. Like,
does it not taste better?
It does.
What it used to. I was like, this is why I fell in love with it.
Yeah,
that's what I meant to get to this entire time.
They have a fountain strawberry crush, and they have it with like the Sonic ice and everything like that. And they have that.
Sonic ice is the best ice.
And so it's that perfect ice with fountain strawberry crush, and then you have it with like their signature, what they call like a hot cheeseburger.
Yeah.
It's open faced burger with fries on top and gravy overall. That's their famous thing right downtown. It's called Murphy's.
Murphy's.
Yeah, that's what Bartlesville is famous for. It's that, and there's a Chinese place called Szechuan. Those are the two famous places.
You don't want to talk about the Chinese place called Nanking? On the way here, fucking, there's a goddamn Nanking restaurant. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
It's not a very good one.
I want to know. Wait. Who has what? That better be Japanese food, right? Oh wait, no. That better be Chinese food.
Well, lately,
Japan was the one that God damn it, raped him.
God damn it. Chinese place.
Chinese. Actually, let's look it up.
Yeah, might look it up.
Let's make sure, because I want to make fun of something. I want to make fun of it justly and rightly.
There was a place called Hunan for like 30 years here, and it's getting bulldozed, and they're making a Whataburger.
A Hunan?
Yeah.
Hunan was a burger. Is it a burger?
No, Hunan was a Chinese buffet.
Oh.
And it looked like a giant Chinese castle kind of place. And
they do burgers at this Nanking.
Oh, yeah. It's not even a Chinese place.
Dude, what the fuck is it?
I've never been in there. It's right down here the road.
Wow.
I've never been in.
You know what? You want to go?
I could go.
I'll go get if right here it says biscuits and gravy, $2.95.
I've never been.
I'll get it. But I don't know. Like, that's
like, yeah,
racism on me on that one. I guess.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if they love this plug on the podcast that Nanking's we assumed it would be a Chinese or a Japanese place, and it serves burgers and biscuits and gravy.
See, this is why knowledge can get you in trouble. Yeah. You shouldn't know everything.
And it's across. I should
have still been ignorant of that and been like, oh, Nanking, I wonder what they have.
Yeah.
And now I'm over here like I'm more upset that it's not. I'm like, how dare you not be not Japanese, a Chinese place.
How dare you not be a Jap is what you just said.
We talked about it earlier. Like, no, it was China. And I was like, I keep I'm fucking it up right now.
This is why we have an edited podcast, my friend.
Don't even unedit it. I don't feel bad about that. Come on now. That's between them. That's between Chinese and Japanese. That's how they feel. But it better be Chinese.
Tonight
I was going there. I love Jackie Chan. What is that?
Tonight I'm
double down. Don't ever give in. Don't change. People don't do it. Don't ever do it.
God damn it.
Whatever bad things you have, keep them. Make them worse.
That's how Fox News is born.
You twisting off cat heads right now. Get to people by next week. I swear to God. If you don't do it, you don't have faith in yourself.
America.
Oh, Jesus.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by your favorite language learning app such as Duolingo, but it could be. It really could be. Guys, Duolingo is amazing, and if you don't take your lessons, nothing will happen to my family, right? Duolingo, please. Guys, please use the app, please. I miss my kids. I miss my kids.
Well, you're allowed to fail.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
That's why I built my own studio.
I just gave a whole speech about not changing.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Be yourself. Be yourself, even if it's a terrible person.
Yeah.
At least you're honest, you know.
Man, what God damn it. I'm loving this podcast so far, man. I have no regrets.
You know, I'm high enough, like, internally, I'm like, how dare you say that? But I'm like, I don't what the fuck? Jaime's like, hey, stop. I'm like, I'm having fun here.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like, hell,
Yeah.
it's good to hang out with you, man. Like I said, we've never really talked. Like, I've never really been able to sit down and like just say, hey, I'm Jared, nice to meet you, and stuff like that. How's it going? Like, how long you been in this, man?
7 years.
7 fucking years?
Yeah, 5 years, somewhere in there.
Can I ask?
Well, there's 2 years. COVID 2 years don't really count because no one got to do anything, and so it's like
7 years.
I just lived for those 2 years, you know.
7 asterisk years.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's more like 5, but it's been a good run.
It's like 5 carry the 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some.
I'm not good at math.
I've had some good and bad moments. I've had some missed opportunities and ruined opportunities. I'll tell you that, but it happens.
Yeah.
I think
I
I no longer want to do that. And it wasn't even doing it. It was like I don't know.
Learning experiences.
Yeah, I guess so, more or less.
Shit you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we can do. I mean, we can't dwell on that shit.
Yeah, exactly. You're only in Vegas for the first time once, you know? And I believe in that, and I did it. And ever since I've been back, I don't care for it. Like, I did what I needed to do.
Yeah.
To now enjoy the place.
Yeah.
Same with New York. The first time I went, did what I needed to do. When I went back, I just did what I needed. I was like, I'm not tempted by anything.
Yeah.
Which New York was nothing like Vegas. Vegas, I'd rather have gone to Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, it would have been great.
See, like, I'm not a
with my friends at the time. Yes, would have been awesome.
I'm not a gambler at all. I hate
gambling.
gambling.
Ain't got nothing to do with gambling.
Okay.
Got to do with drinking and chilling and having a good time.
Yeah.
And the things to do. Vegas has a lot to do for the side. There are bigger cities that don't offer as much to do. Its point is that you can just do things. Yeah. Just do. They are Nike embodiment. Nike ripped off Las Vegas, honestly.
Really?
We could say that. just do it. Yeah, Vegas been saying that for a while.
Just do it because
the mob just kills people. That was their mindset. Just do it. Murder them? Yeah, just do it.
Nice.
Does he need a whack? Yes.
Yeah.
Just do it. See?
What was the fucking movie? What was that fucking
I'm blaming Italians for Nike.
That's okay. We blame Kanye for Adidas.
Not Run DMC.
Yeah, my Adidas.
Run DMC.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Tracksuits, man.
Hey, Nike's not going to be on top forever.
I can't wear them. I have a fat fucking foot. Yeah, even my foot's fat. Yeah, like
I don't like some Nikes.
I'm not a big sneakerhead just for the simple fact that I have such a weird foot.
If I had to choose like running or just moving shoes, Nike wouldn't be my first brand I'd look at for sure.
I just can't get into them. Like I've never been able to like fit my foot into a fucking like a nice pair of Jordans or anything like that. So it's like I've never had the interest in the sneaker wear. I can appreciate people that have them, but I just never been able to wear them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you probably fit some of the football shoes. Basketball shoes, probably.
I mean, that's why I also have a struggle finding hats. Like, this is one of the few hats that actually fits me. Like,
what the measurements?
I don't know.
What's the noggin?
Like, it's pretty fucking big. I don't know what the size would even be, but even those are on the last notch.
Let's try. Let's check. Check.
Let's see. Oh, we're pretty fucking close.
Oh yeah,
we're pretty fucking close.
Yeah. So.
You know my pain. Yes. I just had a hat swap on Unloading Meat.
And I am a smaller person. So I had this head in a small body.
Yeah.
That's also why I don't like losing too much weight. I learned that
proportionate
the first time. Yes. I went from I was around the same way. I was about 230 in college, dropped out, and then that summer I went from 230 to 175 pounds.
Oh, wow.
176. Yeah, I got in shape and I lost fucking weight. Like, I looked really well at the time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's when I realized, like, I can have too little weight because of how big my fucking head is. Like I was seeing pictures. That's why I gained the weight
Yeah.
a little bit. I got back to 185. I was like, this is comfortable. This is where I need to be.
Yeah.
I looked at pictures. I was like, I had a fucking noggin, bro. I was like, that shit's obvious in every picture.
Well, it's like Bert Kreischer talks about like how like he can't look at younger pictures of himself because he thinks he has a big mouth. So that's why he keeps his beard now, because it makes his mouth look proportionate.
That's weird.
That's a weird thought, but that's what he talks about. Like that's why he has the big beard, is it makes his mouth look smaller and proportionate to his face.
I get you have a beard because you can get a beard. That's the reason. He's coming up with a reason at that point. The reason is because you can have it. The same reason you don't have. Some people don't have it.
Yeah,
I can't grow one. I can't grow one. And guess what? For us that can't grow a beard, unlike you all, we wish we could.
I just Photoshop
Part
mine
of us
in better.
wishes we could. We get anywhere you experience winter, you want a beard.
You can see like, oh my god, like between season 1 and season 2, like your facial hair versus my facial hair.
Yes, yes. And all I'll ever get is a goatee. That's the most I'll ever get.
That was the most I ever got, and then I shaved it in between season 1 and season 2. So now I'm trying to grow it back. I took a break. Like
it's a commitment.
Yeah,
just like hair. I mean, I've got mine for over a year now.
Yeah, this is a year and a half for me.
Yeah.
I just got it trimmed for the first time since I started growing it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, you'll get longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot longer.
Yeah, I haven't trimmed mine. I just brush it. I like the thickness of it.
Yeah,
but definitely trim to
kill the dead end. Or
yeah. Also, just to promote growth. Yeah.
Yeah, keeps it healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that for the first time. Basically, I was just like, I want to get it long enough to keep it up.
Brushing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just gotta like which grow process you like.
Yeah.
That's why plants all don't grow the same either.
That's why I love like, I love cooking with green onion. I just love green onion. I love the fucking flavor of green onion.
Yes.
And then like one day, like I feel stupid, but somebody was like, you only have to buy green onion once, right? And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, just put a cup in your fucking like windowsill and just like put all of them in there and just chop the ends.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And I've been doing that, and it's a fucking genius hack. I'm like, oh god, why have I never done this? I feel fucking stupid. I've been buying green onion like once a week for like fucking years, or multiple times.
My grandma used to just have them grow.
Yeah.
Around her place, and we just go grab them.
I want to get a little garden out in my front end or my front yard just to have that kind of stuff, like some cilantro. Because I love to cook.
Because you can't get everything from the store. You shouldn't try and grow everything from the store. Also.
Yeah.
Grow what you can. Like don't. But at the same time, like, yeah, I get it. Because they're not going to teach it. They want you to consume.
Yeah.
They don't want you to think about refeeding yourself somehow.
Well, it's like I want to do more salads and stuff. And my kids love salads and stuff like that. But
as a business for profit, what's it say about you? You're like, yeah, buy our product once and be okay with it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Even if you got, but that's what my thing is. They should be doing that because you could get 8 billion people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd be done, but at least you made. What do you want to make money forever? Your money's gonna last.
That'd be like
your money hasn't lost value.
That'd be like if a dispensary did a special once a year for like Earth Day or something like that, and they like gave you some seeds every time you bought like $30 worth of product or something like that. Mm-hmm. Plant your own. Because I mean, we were allowed to grow in Oklahoma.
Brahms gives you your own calf. Hey, take this home.
I don't care what you say. Brahms milk's the best, man. Brahms has some good shit.
Yes, I was told this by a teacher I hated, and I hate that she was right. She was absolutely right. I gave her credit when I tried it. I was like, you know what? That old bitch is right.
Yeah. Brahms kitchens, man, they're fucking awesome.
We would have bonded over Brahms. I could have hung out with her at Brahms.
Yeah.
But outside of Brahms, I'd be like, man, I can't stand this. Like as soon as we stepped out those sliding doors.
Yeah.
Because that's the one in the town north of my hometown. They have one, and even it got sliding doors after a while. Step outside of them.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to her. I won't say hello. Don't be an acknowledgement. But she always said that. She said, Brahms milk's the best.
Yep.
She said, I go get Brahms milk. She got everything from Brahms.
Well, it's like
she's like Brahms. Like if teachers were to wear comfortable clothing instead of semi-business casual, she would have wore a Brahms shirt like every day. Honestly, I think that would have made her happier.
With stains.
With stains. She would have been chiller. She was like, yeah, it's like, see how dedicated I am? Not even with stains. She wouldn't have had stains. She's like, there's an elegance to eating ice cream and frozen yogurt. There's an elegance to eating a double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
No, don't let Hardee's fool you.
No.
There is.
I love that, like, they did that whole campaign for, like, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. And they had the relaunch. Like, we're getting rid of, we're maturing a couple years ago. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
They had this whole campaign. We're not going to be sexy women with dripping fucking burgers anymore. Cool. That's why everybody knew you.
Yeah.
Now you're just Hardee's.
You're still my last call in a shitty place.
If you can't even control that, like, your brand is split into two different companies, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, you just want to change the name to one.
Yeah.
I have no respect for you.
Yeah, I have a joke about that too.
Really?
Yeah. It was they had to do my I don't know, I'm high.
Me too.
But yeah, I did have a joke, not about it, but like involving that, because if you have to really know to know that, and you're like, it gets the right people when I say it, and I like that. I like that joke. That's funny.
That's good.
Sometimes I forget about that one till I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's great.
Yeah,
that's what's sometimes great and the worst thing.
I like those little things. There's a couple of like diners and stuff like that, or fast food places that are like that. I can't remember some of the other ones right now. I'm high too, but there's places like that have different names at different places, just because like they merge and stuff like that, and like they don't want to keep fucking Panera Bread used to be St. Louis Bread Company.
Yeah,
and in St. Louis, it's still St. Louis Bread Company. If you went up there, the original place, but when they changed it all to Panera, that was the only place that wasn't Panera.
Was the original Sonic's in Stillwater?
Really?
Just like the original Walmart in Bentonville.
Yeah.
You see things in that area before you see it everywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
I miss when our Tulsa McDonald's had that
Tastes better. I will say it does taste a little better, but it's still the same.
Do you remember the retro McDonald's we used to have in Tulsa? It was like the retro, the original McDonald's had the big golden arches. It was by Bixby. It's the one.
It's in Veneta.
It's in Veneta now? Or there still is?
Oh, no. Oh, I'm talking about the one on Will Rogers Turnpike.
Okay. There used to be one in Tulsa. On your way to Bixby, there's that Target and there's a Jack in the Box. There's McDonald's. That McDonald's used to be an old school McDonald's, I thought.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it had the big golden arches and stuff like that. And there was the retro one for a long time.
I did not grow up in this area. I grew up.
Had
Even the length I've been here, I don't know all of Tulsa. The Tulsa parts I know.
That's the stuff I miss. Like, I hate when that kind of shit like gets erased. You know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff that's like just nostalgic or like signature things about Tulsa or a town where like, man, that's what I grew up with. I wish that could still be like kind of preserved a little bit.
Guess what? People,
those member berries.
Yeah. So the people of Rome feel the same. The ones that they're like, hey, you're building on, you're fucking jerking off in my house, bro. How dare you change the walls, man? What's wrong with
I know.
you?
I want to see that side of the blip whenever fucking the MCU. Like, all the people come back.
How many
after 5
gladiators
years.
are upset that they're like, you just not using it anymore? Like, what the fuck, guys? Would have loved for y'all to keep going.
Harvey Weinstein just coming on that plant that's in it in the corner.
You wanted to roll, right? In Bug's Life.
Yeah. God.
I got you. Don't worry. They'll jump off you.
No, I'm just thinking
he's
like
in prison.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I was just having a talk. I was at a game exchange a couple days ago, and then we were talking. It's like I found a copy of Dogma on DVD, and like that's a rare find because Dogma is not produced anymore.
Yeah, Dogma's awesome.
I love that movie, but you'll never see it on streaming or anything because Harvey Weinstein. It is on YouTube, but Harvey Weinstein owns the rights to it. So that's why it's not going to be on Blue. It's not on like Vudu or anything to buy digital or anything like that. Is because when he went to prison and stuff like that, that kind of got shut down.
Yeah.
So that's the one Kevin Smith movie that'll never get on digital or anything where you can just buy it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, like
I mean, Goodwill Hunting's still out there.
It is, but that's different. Like it's a rights thing. It's like he owns
him and his. It's him and his brother?
Yeah,
Einstein Productions or whatever.
It's Miramax. It was then the Weinstein Productions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Miramax was originally their company, and then Disney has it.
Yeah.
And Miramax is named after their parents, Miriam and Max Weinstein. They made Miramax.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they sold that basically and lost that.
They both have rights. Okay. Well,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So like all those movies that are in that certain section.
Maybe hopefully when he dies.
Yeah.
Which is soon.
Yeah.
Not soon enough.
He's looking
obviously.
rough in prison. I've seen pictures
Yeah.
lately. He's pretty rough.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Marie Antoinette, this bitch.
Yeah. Or Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah.
if you believe certain
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
That's a good tease for the episode.
I mean, he's dead. All we know is he's
spoiler
dead.
alert.
He should be dead, but the justice system should have decided he was
And
dead.
something Tom Hanks. I don't know. I didn't read the fucking details.
It has. I was like, man, and I still love the movies. I love the Tom Hanks. Like,
Yeah.
Forrest Gump's still great.
I mean, I have a poster
Toy
of Tom.
Story.
I love, yeah.
Is
I love Toy Story.
that's the best animation in my opinion in terms of
the
execution. It's done for good films.
the glory days of Pixar, because I think Pixar's lost some of its quality the later years.
everybody knows how. I mean, it was major, but it wasn't full of itself.
Did you see
It still had something to prove. Now it doesn't have to prove itself. It's like Disney. Disney no longer has to prove itself.
Did you see the headline news about Pixar this week about who they fired?
No.
Do you remember? Do you know the
Oh,
story?
the woman who saved the
Toy Story 2.
Yeah, Toy Story 2.
The
yeah.
woman who saved Toy Story 2 because they deleted the fucking movie accidentally, and she had an old save on a backup computer at her house.
Yeah,
She
Which
saved the movie.
Another sequel better than the original.
Yeah,
But that's how a good series goes. Like,
Yeah.
that's how good that original is.
yeah.
And I think that's why every one of these, like the second film is better, is because the first film was that good.
I'm
That
just
it
saying,
could
how
be
bad at
that-
your job? What did she do behind the scenes
felt
to get
the
fired?
momentum.
Like, she saved Toy Story 2 and the whole company, and that bitch got laid off this week.
I hope they gave her a severance package. That
I hope
was
so too.
very considerate. That's the only. I think everyone's given. If she got the severance, everyone should be like, yeah, good. Now you're able to, maybe just live your life.
Like those glory days of Pixar, man. Like,
Does she still want to be there? Be like, I want to grind with Pixar. Like,
Yeah.
Was she even grinding? She should have stopped. They should have been like, nah. After this, you save Toy Story 2 and the success it goes on to, they'd be like, you just go sit in the room.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, you can. You don't have to, but
Toy Story,
it's a couple $100,000 a year.
Toy Story movies really made me as a kid have a fucking existential crisis about my toys. Of like, are they alive? Sometimes, like you're like, did that one just move? Like, you know what I mean? Like a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, do they have thoughts? Do they have? Am I treating them badly? Like, there were some times when I was real little, I was just like, oh shit. You have high thoughts before you're high.
Yeah, well, same thing. It's like when animals talk.
Yeah.
What's that saying? The animals could talk, the world would scream or something.
Well, it's like I always remember the first movie with Sid. Whenever they fucking fight back, and he's like, ah!
Yeah,
He freaks out.
Yeah, it would be a mindfuck, but they don't.
And then I'm thinking Small Soldiers. That movie still holds up.
Yeah, Small Soldiers is great. It's one of
I want
underrated.
to
love that
collect some of those toys, but they are worth a lot of money.
one. Yes,
They're great toys.
They were cheap then.
Yeah,
They were cheap.
they were good
In
toys
97.
too.
Yes,
they're
were
really
great toys.
good.
I had touched those toys. I got to play with those toys
Yeah, me too.
through friends, and it was great. I was like, oh,
I had Chip Hazard, and then I had the bad guy.
another
Remember
one.
his
If
name.
they would have just kept those, they'd have a good investment.
Yeah, it'll get rebooted eventually.
Yeah, but I think it should be done in style, and it would be good
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Like you watch the original, you're like, it could use some computer enhancing
Yeah,
that would benefit the movie.
has a young Kirsten Dunst in it too,
Yeah, that would be the first time you get to see her
with bangs.
with bangs. I don't really remember her in that movie. Honestly,
I have one of those memories, like when I just like you can give me a movie and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember
very
this.
specific with the bangs.
Yeah, I remember those details.
Do you like bangs?
No, I hate bangs. I hate women with bangs.
You don't like energy drinks?
I mean, I'm
I didn't know they were around then. She's out here. It's Kirsten Dunst with bangs. Like,
With bangs.
she's just a caffeine addict.
No, that's how she got hired. She banged.
She bangs.
She bangs. She bangs. That's a. Now we're doing Ricky Martin references.
Not we, you. You
Oh,
doing?
Well, at least it's better than like Thunderwolf was on the couch this week, and I kept making Kobe Bryant jokes to him, and he was like, "Stop!" And I was like, oh, "But you keep setting me up for him, just like Kobe on the fucking feet on the court." He just kept.
If I get Kristen Dunst references for the rest of this, I will walk out. Go fuck yourself.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna hang upside down. We're gonna kiss.
See, if
in the
I was,
rain.
see, the difference between me, he said stop. If I would have been like, you get like maybe one more, I'm done.
We're not gonna kiss upside down in the rain, okay?
It's just I was.
She was in
I remember
Spider-Man.
the boy in that movie. I did not remember that she was in it. Now, and then you said that I was like, oh yeah, she is in that movie.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, fuck. So, but I didn't remember that much. I remember more like the fights and like the utter domination
yeah.
by the other team.
Another movie that was good back in the day was the original Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji's great.
Before Dwayne got involved, I still like them, but they're different.
Oh yeah,
but the original with Robin Williams. Robin Williams.
The first one had their twist. They paid homage to what was going on.
Maybe I feel like a dumbass, but
definitely.
I don't know. Like I have kids now, so like I try to watch some of the movies that were in my childhood. I try to show them.
Yeah,
and like we watched the original Jumanji.
Same problem Zathura had.
Yeah. I didn't like Zathura. Was that Tim Allen? Wasn't it? Was that Tim Allen?
No, that wasn't Tim Allen.
Who wasn't Zathura?
No, it's Peter. Richard Hitchinson.
Did I watch Zathura? Or am I thinking? What was the one with Tim Allen?
It's two boys. It's who put Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart's in it.
Dax Shepard, isn't he?
Dax Shepard's in it. Yeah,
it's starting to come back to me. I don't remember it very well.
The kid who plays, or the guy who plays Peter in the Hunger Games.
Oh, Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah. Spoiler alert! They play it's a space Jumanji, where Dax Shepard plays the.
Okay, it's coming back to me.
Peter's older character, who wishes away his little brother, and they never got to finish the game, and so they finish it.
Well, like I felt dumb in Jumanji because I watched it again with my kids like 20 years later, and I never recognized that the hunter was his dad.
Yeah,
I never put those two together.
No, I don't think you're supposed to as a kid, and so maybe you should probably that's what I would. That's why I'm glad. Like I didn't really put that together. Now, like it
now
makes
that
sense.
you,
I felt what he felt though. Like I felt what Robin Williams' character was feeling. I felt more like, oh shit, I'm afraid too. Like this motherfucker's gonna kill my favorite character.
And maybe that's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit that I think when they remade them with Dwayne and stuff like that and Kevin Hart, and they no, it's a different concept.
Yeah,
but like that kind of shit meant
it's
something.
more game aspect.
Yeah,
it's not. They're not doing the story outside of it. These are their characters are other people.
Yeah,
and I get that you can have more fun with that.
Yeah,
but you can't be more revered. I would say.
It's like my oldest daughter's getting old enough to where I'm letting her watch certain episodes of South Park with me and stuff, and like we got onto like the member berries parts, and then you start to realize like that was back in like 2014 when they were doing that.
Yeah,
everything's member berries now because they were originally riffing on the original like episode 7 of Star Wars. Like it's just a rehash of the original Star Wars movie. They were making fun of it.
They did a whole thing about the Simpsons.
Yeah,
they had the Simpsons did it first.
Yeah. But like, it's just one of those things where like you watch like whatever's in the movies now.
Nothing is original.
Nothing's original,
except through your eyes.
But everything is bringing up
and through your
nostalgia. Everything's our nostalgia. They're trying to hit our nostalgia and bring it in a fresh way. So you see that more and more these days.
That's just referencing.
Yeah, I mean that's part of our stand-up too.
Yeah,
everything we do.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it seems to be just a human concept to relate to other people. So it happens when we have a language to rely on.
Yeah,
and do it through. If we didn't, we'd find another way.
Yeah,
there's always some way.
It's like our generation now has those like kind of like a Family Guy cutaway is like we reference with memes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, some of them,
so to speak.
Family Guy had its moment. That's for sure. South Park will definitely has one in the long run.
Yeah,
and just
they're getting sued now by fucking HBO or Max.
No, I thought they get sued by
Paramount.
Paramount, yeah.
No, they're getting
sued by Paramount because they're going to.
No, Paramount. HBO is suing them and Paramount because HBO was promised a full season and they got the special. They got basically a condensed one because they were doing those special movies for Paramount.
Yeah,
is what I thought. I thought that HBO was like pissed because they
either way.
Yeah, where I'm high. We're arguing semantics on shit we don't.
They're gonna be fine. I know they're asking for like $1 billion. It's like you don't. They're saying we want the whole collection now.
Yeah,
because you said we were gonna get a small, and that's the dumb thing. We're owed the whole thing instead of what we were originally promised.
Yeah,
they're like, no, we earn all of it. Like,
yeah,
go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I hate about that. It's like that shouldn't be something that should be just argued.
Yeah,
you should be like, nah, all right, guys, just finish and fuck you guys. Like, you let them make their money off of this.
Yeah,
and be done with it. I know you don't want to, but guess what? You don't have to. Instead, they have the threat of losing a lot.
Yeah,
more than they should. The possibility. It's not that I think it will happen, but the fact that it can happen is the upsetting part.
Yeah,
and the precedent it could set. So it's like, go fuck yourself. Like just
That's what's dangerous whenever this money gets involved in all these big corporations. Is that like you said, the precedent of what it could set and what it could mean for the future is the scary part. Not so much what it actually is happening or what they're discussing, but what the precedent is going to set in the future.
Yes. Because you got to be able to see ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
You don't walk upstairs looking at one at a time.
Yeah. It's like we're having the fucking writer's strike and shit like that right now with, with the battles about AI and stuff. Like, and, people getting compensation for what their work is and stuff. And, we're in these weird times where there's got to be all this stuff that needs to be kind of laid out, like how we're going to figure this shit out in the future. Exactly. Technology's kind of ramping up a lot.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, that's kind of where a lot of our problems are.
I can't even fuck any of it yet.
I know.
That's the upsetting part.
There's not a USB.
I would be okay with AI if I could fuck it.
I want a USB XXX port. Like,
stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah.
That was my fail clip. We need to put a couple of them in there. A couple.
The closest thing
that needs to be a montage is the failing quibs that we threw out.
Yeah. Just call me an open mic nights.
I'm gonna turn that into a bit. I'm gonna turn that concept into a bit. It doesn't work here, but on stage it'll work.
Yeah.
I got a feeling. Sometimes some things, how not all conversations translate.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like the funniest person or a lot of times the funniest person in the world is not doing stand up. Because the funniest people I know either they say they can't do it or don't want to do it. And either way it's not being done by them. So but when I'm around them, when they're in the conversation, they're the funniest motherfucker I've ever talked to.
Yeah.
And it hurts to like hang out with them a couple hours. I just worked out. And it's intense. And it's like hurting, but it's a good pain to have.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
I'm high as fuck.
Yeah, but that's why it's like
water break.
You can't translate everything from a conversation. Some people
we're
should be conversationally funny. Some people should have that.
Yeah. Hey, fellow hipsters and people that have culture or something. I'm Jared Ralphie Allen, host of Unloading Meat, and we need sponsors for this show. If you identify with this fucked up hat I'm wearing, these shitty tattoos, or any other cultural references that are behind me, reach out to your favorite sponsors and tell them to sponsor the show Unloading Meat. Now, back to acting like I wasn't impressed by anything. I wish this podcast could be on vinyl. I try to help out. I mean, that's what it's mainly for. There you go. Would that be the thumbnail?
So I'm going to eat after this.
I know, me too. I haven't ate yet. You going to go to the Nanking?
No. It's closes soon anyways.
That's true.
Or I would. To find out.
I
be like, who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Well, we know what you did. But.
Just go knock on the door. It may be like one of those places too that's like, have you seen like on DoorDash how there's all these places that are like, like random weird names, but they're just like the stuff that IHOP does in the back kitchen?
Oh,
like Chili's,
the ghost kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought like for a minute there it might be like that. Like it's Nanking's and it's burgers.
Yeah, I pulled up the IHOP and then we got these jalapeno peppers from this Chinese place. I'm like, this is IHOP.
Yeah.
There's no Chinese here. And also, why are you doing jalapeno poppers?
Yeah. They have a Philly cheesesteak place in our IHOP in the back. It's like, and they're always some kind of like punny name.
Yeah.
Like Cheesy's my cake or something like that.
It's a way to fool the people that don't know.
Yeah. Chili's has like 4 of them. They have like 4 restaurants out of a Chili's.
4?
Yeah. Like if you look at it, like if you go to like our local Chili's, there's a wings one, there's an Asian one, there's a
they're doing just wings, different types of wings.
Yeah, okay. But they're like different restaurants and they have the same menu, basically. Yeah, the same pictures. Yeah, they're all ghost kitchens.
I mean, it's another way for companies to just make more money.
Yeah,
there's no regulation on them.
Yeah,
and I don't know.
It's kind of
they shouldn't be getting away with it, but they are.
Yeah,
and they probably will. They'll probably let them keep having it.
And again, I think it comes down to like when we talked about the strike a while ago, is like. Technology is advancing at the rate that the legislation and the way people are getting compensated, or the things that are like legal and shouldn't be legal are not being able to keep up in time. You know what I mean?
They haven't fast tracked their own processes. They're still doing things as if it's fucking 1800s. Like we all got to meet and decide. How about you have a phone? Y'all have a fucking an application, y'all could just do shit on the fly.
Yeah.
How about y'all work from home? How about y'all do that? How
Yeah.
about you live with your constituents?
Yeah.
So that you actually know what their opinion is instead of being elected and then shipped off to this fucking city
Yeah,
that no longer needs to exist.
instead of having
least
Zuckerberg
the
come up like
importance of
once a year to fucking be like, this is how we use Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like,
you could
oh,
be more. You could see what we're all seeing. But
Yeah.
you're around each other, so you don't see anything.
Yep. You're in your own little
trying to
bubble.
win. Yeah. Fuck all you. And that's for all of them. They need to work on it. I believe government should be a remote job. You should be working through your computer.
Yeah.
At this point, from your fucking your
What are we paying for
district
in those
house,
big buildings?
it should be honestly like, hey, you won your congressional district. All right, well, you have the congressional house.
Yeah.
The district house. We know where you're at. You get to do all your stuff, and you got to deal with your fucking people.
Yeah.
The people you live near. You get to vote, talk to them, interact with them. Some people, I hate when they're like, I want to live my life. Like, no, motherfucker, you signed up to represent people so that they can live their lives.
Yeah.
And yeah, you should know you're going to take a sacrifice of your own.
Yeah.
In terms of your time to spend with people.
Yeah, as long as we're not trying to have like a purge on January 6th again. Like,
Yeah. Also, look, safer for them, honestly, because now they can't attack. They can't attack all of you in one place.
Yeah.
Like now they got to attack you. Guess where? Everywhere else. They got a coordinated attack against hundreds and hundreds of you.
Yeah.
Spread out. By the way, you probably have protection too, because these people are not going to have protection.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, they'll have their own gun. I'd let them have it.
it's facts.
Fuck it.
It's facts.
Someone will come at you with a gun, but the point is that you're fucking here and you actually know what your people want.
Yeah.
And you could actually talk to them and then represent them better. Because a lot of the times it's just the person representing their own ideas, not
Yeah.
the ideas of the people they represent.
I mean, I think the best representation we had of Oklahoma was what was the last governor that had her daughter fucking put a double wide on the fucking governor's mansion, like front lawn for a bit?
Oh, what was her name?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Mary Fallon or something like that.
Yeah, Fallon. Yeah.
Yeah, she had her fucking daughter with a double wide put on the front lawn of the governor's mansion. Like, you can't get more Oklahoman than that, man. Like,
Nope.
what
It
the
wasn't
fuck?
even a double wide. It was a
The trailer, right? It was-
really nice RV.
Oh, the RV, right? It's for the bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But essentially the same.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
even a luxury RV is still mobile.
Yeah. Just
And
depends
that's
how big the
the
wheels.
that's the trashiness that they know that they hate it. But you know what?
Occasionally, you're going to have to clean up that sewage line.
Yeah. People were upset. I didn't care. Do your job.
Yeah, that's all I want. Like,
But she wasn't doing her job either,
Yeah.
so that was just another thing added on top. And at that point, I was like, yeah, I get it. Get her ass.
that's
Fuck
what I
it.
think. Like, I think like most Americans or people in general will just reasonably ask for, like, could we treat our politicians the same way we get treated at a 9-to-5 job? Like, oh, you're not doing your job? Cool, let's get somebody else.
Yes.
Like, if it was just that easy, if we could do that, I think
It'd
we'd
be a
be in a
lot
little bit
better,
better
yeah.
place.
Term limits, all these things we know we're of. But
Now, Mr. Shenner, we see that you have 7
We
points on
also
your
gotta
attendance.
even if it's on a Tuesday,
Yeah.
you got to tell your employer, hey, fuck you, I'm voting.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Founding fathers, that's why.
Yeah.
They're going to tell me this. Because you know why? Because of veterans, that's why.
We have the haircuts like we served in Nam.
No, I don't have the mental damage.
No, I have a little bit, but not yeah. Charlie.
We'd be a lot funnier.
Well, that's true. That's true.
They're the funniest people.
Yeah, I do have a deep appreciation for cut-off shirts, though.
Cut-off shirts. See, that's why I'm so comfortable. That's why I think, honestly, I get why we don't let nudists just go in public. But if I was in a small enough area and I knew nudists were, like, I'd be running into nudists, like the Amish. The nudists were like the Amish, and they could just be, like, walking around all nude in certain places.
What
It'd
if
be like, cool
okay,
for them.
you just got my high mind to be like, what if there's a colony of nudists that are Amish?
Not a chance. It goes against Amish values.
I'm just saying it'd be kind of funny.
There's
to
no
see.
Ezekiel
That's
with
like
his dick out.
That's like a Rick and Morty like metaverse kind of thing. Like I gotta go to some planet and there's a fucking
There's no
nudist Amish.
There's no Micah. There's no Ezekiel with their dick out. You're lost. Guess why? Because they're not shaving.
Yeah.
So that's a hairy bush.
Yeah.
So even if they didn't have clothes
It's a
on,
real Garden of Eden down
they're
there.
covered.
Yeah.
and nasty.
I just
You know having long hair.
Yeah.
Your hair don't always smell good.
Nah, it don't.
But when it does, that's when you're like, play
Yeah.
with it, have fun.
Yeah.
I shampooed mine.
You fresh condition it?
I don't have to condition it.
Oh, you don't condition your hair?
I do. I may do it. I've done it maybe a few times.
I just like the way it makes my hair feel, man.
I've done it total like 7-8 times, honestly. More recently than I've ever done before. But I've never really had to because I don't wash it back to back.
Yeah.
And I let time take over. My oils take over fast. Like, I get oily hair after a while. So everyone does, obviously.
Yeah.
But like mine gets like really oily, and so I can let that happen. I was told that, and I stuck with it.
Isn't that called being native?
Yeah. And it helps.
My hair gets pretty oily too. I'll condition
Yeah,
like
it
once a
feels
week or
good.
so.
But I don't know. I've done it and it's felt good. I just have to do the process right, I guess. But I mean, I just like it brushed and in a comfortable spot.
Yeah.
And get to the point where I can do things with it, and I need to learn to tie things, and that's the problem.
I tie mine up pretty good. My biggest thing is like I have this thing where like I don't like shit on my ears a lot. So like that's why I have my sides shaved and stuff, because like I grow my hair out every once in a while, and like I try to, and like once I get to that part where it's on my ears, it drives me insane, and I'd always fucking get a haircut.
I like it. I mean, I get the point where it gets over your ears.
Yeah,
It sucks because it's like it's touching the back of it. But once it's over, it's great. I love it.
I don't know.
You're never cold during the winter.
No.
At least up here.
Yeah, I mean when I grow my beard out and stuff, that helps a lot too. I'm hot in there in the summer. That's why I trimmed it for a little bit.
There's sacrifices.
Yeah.
That is a sacrifice. This summer's been hot.
Yeah.
But if I wear shorts and a nice shirt and just pull my hair up off my neck, boom.
Yeah.
I worked a job outside digging ditches. So I learned, the back of the neck is the most important.
Yep.
You keep that hot and cold. You keep that where you need it, you'll be fine.
The worst job I ever worked was I worked at a foundry in South Coffeyville that was a black sand foundry, and they made like sand casting molds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like black sand, just fucking, you're dirty all the fucking time. And it was in this big metal foundry building, and you walk in and it's like 111 degrees basically inside. It's hot. And like people were like, we get those fucking bands. Like they had these like, what are they called? Like these neckerchief kind of things. And they had like, they're puffy, and you could soak them and freeze them basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you could wear them around your neck and tie it around your neck. And they basically like an ice pack around your neck.
Yeah.
And people would wear those to work there, like a lot of times. Like it was that fucking hot and shit in there.
Amazing.
It feels amazing, yeah. There was one time where I had an ultrasound gun, and they put me in a fucking suit, and I had to go underneath the furnaces that are like fucking 4,000 degrees.
Jesus.
And you'd have to fucking look with an ultrasound gun and look for fucking cracks. That's the job. And so you have to wear basically a fire retardant suit and go underneath the furnaces and use a fucking ultrasound gun. So you're going under the fucking hottest place of the hottest fucking building in a fucking fire retardant suit. It was
pay me enough.
It sucked. I lost a lot of weight fucking sweating that shit out.
I bet they also didn't pay you for shit.
No, it was $12 an hour. Yeah, it was horrible.
You need to go check and see if they're broken. How about we just check after?
There was some people that died there. Like, my brother-in-law had a guy die with his, like, he was holding the guy's hands or holding his legs. Like, he got sucked up into a sand conveyor, like a conveyor, what they call a bucket elevator. It would like just be this gigantic pulley.
Yeah.
And it's buckets on each side, and it's like scooping up sand. And we worked on the maintenance crew, and the guy was inside the machine trying to fix it, and some guy outside turned it on, and he got sucked up into the fucking conveyor. And my brother-in-law was on the ladder holding his legs, and he got fucking sucked in there and got flattened. Yeah. Like that kind of shit was at this place.
Family better got a lot of money, and that other dude better got fired.
I don't know, but we had OSHA there for a while. I knew OSHA very well there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's like that and
yet
Katrina.
It's still going. It's just like, man, there's got to be better ways.
Yeah.
More efficient ways.
Oh, no,
to do things.
Katrina was FEMA. I'm thinking of FEMA.
Oh, well, either way.
Yeah, either way. But yeah, government
More
agencies.
sense of OSHA. Either way, man.
Yeah.
You should,
Yeah, that was a scary place.
You should be like, yeah, who the fuck turns that on?
Yeah.
It's off.
Just one of those things.
Punch that motherfucker.
That is a place though. You brought up the Amish earlier. That is a place where I got to see 2 Amish guys do a fucking fight. So like,
Wait, do a fight or fight?
They fight. They had a fight. They had a can of fisticuffs.
Was that their hands or was that you just doing hands?
Well, one of them actually literally did the fucking like that. So there was this like weird thing. There was like this Amish, I don't want to say construction company or this like crew, basically like a handyman or they built stuff or demolished stuff. And I was working in this office and I look over next door and I could see through the window. And like they would drop these 2 Amish guys out. They had the full beards and the hats and everything like that. And they would take their jackets off and they would like do like build this house, like build the framing of this house. And they were just doing it on this fucking lot. And I'd see them throughout the days. And then one day I look over and they're getting into an argument. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
They are good carpenters. They're good with their hands.
Yeah. But like, it was an older guy and the guy was like in his 20-ish. And they start shoving and all of a sudden it comes into a full-on fucking fight. And the older guy literally goes like this to go into a fucking pose. And they fucking have a fucking fight. And the older man kicks the shit out of this little guy. Beat the ever-living fuck out of this younger guy.
Didn't do anything?
He got back down. Like, he knocked him down. It was over in about 30 seconds. Like, it was quick. It was like boom, 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 boom. And he knocked him down. And then I was just sitting there watching it. And then he, like, reached down, put his hand down, grabbed the guy, put his hand, he pulled him back up. And then they kind of, like, shook off and stuff, talked a little bit, and then got back to work. Just how bros do, I guess. Doesn't matter the culture. It was a pretty interesting day, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Guys can do that. I don't see a lot of, not that I'm trying to be like sexist or anything like that, but a lot of guys sometimes like
they're outside, they're building, they're in their fucking gear.
Yeah.
They're I mean, where they dress like Amish people.
They were like in like you could tell it was like the handmade like outfit. It was like the trousers with the suspenders. Yeah.
Yeah. I know Amish. Pryor, Oklahoma. Shoto and Pryor have Amish.
Like they stepped out that Weird Al video, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. They are their own people for sure, and they do have their own. They have their own culture. You know? It's odd.
I just thought it was odd. I was like, how did you guys get hired to build this fucking house? It was just it was random. It was in Sal Coffeeville.
Someone was an admirer of their furniture. Someone bought from their furniture or a cheese. Maybe they like their cheese. They make good cheeses.
Or the potato salad.
Did you know they make good cheese?
No.
Go to Shoto, Oklahoma. There's an Amish cheese factory.
Really?
Yeah.
Shout out Amish cheese factory. They'll never see this.
It's a restaurant. They may not see it, but people might go. Go, people. And apparently they make good cheeses. I've never ate there. I just driven by it many a times.
I was just referencing that there's like, if you go to Walmart, there's a thing called Amish potato salad, apparently. Like it's a type of potato salad. I don't know
what a style or is it them actually making?
It's a style. Like, there's a style of potato salad called Amish potato salad, apparently.
At some point, like
Amish potato salad.
Korean food.
Old-fashioned recipe. What's an Amish potato salad?
Venezuelan food.
Delectable dish made of potatoes, hard-boiled eggs, and a creamy dressing. What sets it apart has a deeper flavor. It's made with a combination of eggs, vinegar, milk, mustard, mayonnaise, and butter.
Is the butter? That changes, I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't make potato salad.
I don't know.
I like potato salad.
Yeah, I like just regular, just plain potato salad. Dude, now you're making me hungry.
Damn, I am hungry. I'm not going to lie. But I'm also not high. So.
Well, man.
Sober.
Where could everybody reach you at, man? Where could everybody find you at if they want to book the great Dakota Sixkiller?
Message. You can message me at DR 6 as in the number killer at gmail.com. 95@gmail.com.
Nice. And I'll put you
or you could hit up Instagram, Dakota Sixkiller. If that's what you want. I don't really care, honestly.
You fuck with
watch a clip. I don't really care. If you want to do anything, just come watch my clips.
Nice.
Have fun.
Clips on your Facebook or YouTube or Instagram?
On my Facebook and Instagram.
Nice.
I have some videos on YouTube, but I'm gonna post more reels. So
yeah, I'm trying to get more into my reels too.
Watch if you want to watch, and if not, maybe I'll come along on your algorithm eventually.
Yeah.
But either or, enjoy. You know, still laugh. Don't laugh at me. Laugh with somebody else. Laugh at somebody else. Enjoy life. You know, it's too short.
Trying to find some happiness where you can. That's what I try to
I
do.
don't know about finding where you can, because that leads you to a glory hole.
Facts. Well, man,
Be a terrible person out and open if you're going to. Be honest.
Just be honest.
Be honest. That's what they tell you. That's what they don't tell you about honesty. Honesty is being terrible.
Like my Go Up song, be true to your heart.
Be true to your heart. Nah, your heart is only one piece of you. Be true to yourself. That is included in all three senses. The mind, the heart, the dick.
The anus.
The anus, yes, for some people.
Yeah.
Some people, the toes.
Available on Grindr.
I'm not on Tinder, so I'll play with your toes.
I like chicken tenders. God damn it, I'm high now. I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get really hungry.
Chicken strip dinner.
I'm a chicken tender guy. I could eat chicken strips all day, every day.
Chicken strip dinner.
Yeah.
Brahms. They're terrible chicken strips.
Okay.
You been to Winco?
Say what?
Been to Winco?
No.
Yeah, go to Winco.
Can I just talk about Brahms though? Because we can relate. We can go out. We can
yeah.
go out on this.
We can end on Brahms. Brahms.
The Brahms chicken strip dinner is fucking weird. Can we just go out and say this? I'll even throw a picture up here on the fucking thing. They changed it recently to kind of like, I guess they're trying to compete with like Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
So they have their own like Brahms sauce to go with it.
Yeah. I like Brahms sauce.
Okay. They also give you a fucking pudding cup with it that gets warm as it sits with all the warm food.
Yeah, the pudding cup's weird.
Yeah, the pudding cup is fucking weird.
I put it in the freezer once and I forgot all about it.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, okay, so I got this weird, like, not cane sauce, but it's good. It's a zesty kind of sauce. Frozen chicken strips that are from like somewhere. They're not, they're just
they're
frozen
dinky
strips.
little ones.
Yeah.
They're not good ones.
Their fries are got other Brahms crinkle cut fries.
Yeah.
And then they get a little thin gravy. Sometimes you get a little white
you
gravy.
get gravy. Yeah.
But then the fucking pudding pot or cup
and a roll. You get a roll.
Yeah, you get a roll.
Charlie's Chicken. It's
Yep.
better.
Charlie's
Chicken. Shout out. This is a trademark owned by the Charlie's Chicken Corporation. Please get a chicken chunk, eat some mashed potatoes, and get some macaroni. Next thing you know, you can get some pie local near you, like the ones near us. Here we go.
No, man. Thank you so much for coming on. This has been fun as fuck.
Thank you, Jared. It's been a good time.
Yeah, man.
Stay true to yourself, everybody.
Yeah, guys.
And also, don't change unless you want to.
Yeah, unless you're an Obama poster.
Yeah. If you're in our way, go fuck yourself.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thank you. How much lower have I gotten? This is part. Like,
you're pretty fucking.
They're gonna see. They're gonna see it. I've been just getting lower each time.
I should make like a time lapse. I just have you go. Like you're doing the fucking.
Yeah. I knew I was getting low because my shirt was coming up. I was seeing it and I was like, you know what? I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it for nothing. You see, you see it. You see it.
Well, guys, I've been Jared Ralphie Allen. This has been Unloading Meat. He's Dakota Sixkiller. Thank you, man.
We're gonna go and pack some meat.
Peace.
And cook it.
Unloading the meat. 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 I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is.
Bye. Have a great time.